Gen Z, or we call it the lost generation. Purposeless spending time and meaninglessly following what others are doing, even though that's not what gives you inner satisfaction and peace. Blinded by the influencers and manipulated by the political and social figures, leaving them with nothing except a void of emptiness within. This is the lost generation. Before diving in, make sure to subscribe so that you could authentically understand what's going on at the back end of everything. Welcome to Celestix. So, at this topic, 3 significant questions arise in the mind. What caused the emergence of this lost generation? What is it like? And lastly, how could you escape this misery? Let's get on board with the first question. When you look around, what do you see? Lifeless individuals trying to be like someone else? Or misery-stricken people reassuring themselves that they're perfect the way they are? Or hatred-filled individuals having fun by criticizing someone online despite the fact they aren't doing much better themselves? So what's the cause of it all? The lack of direction along with the lack of genuine bonds and a meaning to one's actions. Viktor Frankl, the writer of the book, Man's Search for Meaning, coined a term called existential vacuum. In this era, where individuals' attention span is continuously getting shorter, and one often find themselves grappling with a sense of emptiness and purposelessness. So what exactly is the existential vacuum? It's that feeling of emptiness and lack of meaning that can creep into our lives, leaving us questioning our existence and place in the world. Oftentimes it leads to nihilism in the individual as well, where the person no longer finds any sort of meaning in anything. Societal pressure, witnessing fake perfection on social media, and lack of proper guidance are main factors for this disconnection from the world, the results of which are in front of our eyes. The excess of options and possible paths one could choose often lead to one being misled or lost in their own mind. So we have now understood what causes this sense of being lost. Let's now delve into the second question. As I mentioned, oftentimes this existential vacuum leads to nihilism in individuals who no longer find any meaning in any sort of task or even life itself. Even for non-nihilist individuals, they find themselves in the never-ending loop, which keeps on adding the miseries to their experience. And no, it is not a canon event. You remember the time when during the lockdown, how many individuals, even those who didn't had any interest in it, started a YouTube channel just because others were doing so? Or how individuals started watching anime just because it became a trend? Or how everyone started playing chess in late 2022 because it became a trend? Or how individuals started following Andrew because he emerged as an influential figure? He's been given the title of the man to save the generation. But have he actually saved the generation? Or have he just led the directionless people to another direction to sustain himself, leading the people to blindly run behind the money while thinking that those materialistic aspects would cure their existential void? Let's glance at the statistics to compare the past and the present. The mental stability of the people around 50 years ago was a lot better than individuals of today's era. The testosterone levels in men back then were twice compared to men of today. The attention span of individuals nowadays is getting shorter continuously, so no wonder why short-type content is in trend nowadays. Mindless scrolling, even implicated on the children, threatens a future. So now, the last question arises. It would be a challenging change, but certainly a helpful one. In order to escape this existential vacuum, one must quit being a sheep to follow or be controlled by the trends around you. This is the real rat race. Rather than looking for dopamine swings online, you should look for what's around you. Instead of getting validation and appreciation online, try finding validation from within. Establish genuine bonds with people who are within your reach, those who you interact with. Indulge in authentic conversations and discussions. Keep moving on the path of improvement while being satisfied of what exists under your name. Be grateful for what's given to you, and set up a goal or meaning linked with your life, and then dedicate all your actions to reach that specific purpose or to fulfill your own expectations settled upon you by yourself. That's how you escape the existential vacuum. That's how you will escape the rat race. That's how you will escape the matrix inside your mind. Hope you liked the video. Have a nice day.